I'm Annabel Malins, the British Consul General, and I'd love to invite you to hear the St John's Choir, University of Cambridge, who are here in Atlanta on April the 12th. They're singing at St Philip's Cathedral at 7:30 p.m. I'm here with Dale Adelman from St Philip's Cathedral to tell us a little bit more about the choir. Dale, tell us what's special about the St John's Choir.
Well, I think there are several things that are special about the choir. First off, it's a choir of men and boys, and it is a choir that over the past 50 years has been raised to a sort of international level of prominence that is quite remarkable. Another thing that's special about the choir is that they aren't the sort of college choir that sings one concert every term. They actually sing the services in the college chapel 6 days a week. So this is a choir that the men and boys sing evensong Tuesday through Sunday, every night, and a full Latin setting of the Eucharist on Sunday mornings. So the amount of repertoire that this choir goes through in a month is probably more repertoire than most great American choirs go through in an entire season. So they have achieved a certain level of facility that is just extremely impressive. And I think the more so when you consider that the soprano line, the treble line, is being sung by boys who are from the ages of 7 to about 12 or 13.
It sounds very special. And I understand this tour is part of a special anniversary tour. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's right. St. John's College was founded by the will of Lady Margaret Beaufort, who was the mother of Henry VII.
Founded by a woman. I like the
Yes,
sound
indeed.
of that.
And 1511, so this is the 500th anniversary of the college itself. The choir wasn't formed until the 1670s, so it's not quite 500 years old, but it has been part of this choir's duty to sing the chapel services since that time. It hasn't always been daily services, but in modern times it has been daily. And as I said, it was really under the 40-year tenure of George Guest that the choir rose to national prominence and international prominence, primarily through its international tours and a discography that at this point is over 90 professional recordings on labels including EMI, Decca, Argo, Chandos, Hyperion. So really all of the major classical labels have recorded St. John's. They did a whole very famous series of Haydn masses early on in George Guest's tenure. And now they've branched out to the point where one of the things this choir in particular is famous for is the great breadth of the repertoire that they sing. They're far more adventuresome, perhaps, than some choirs. Having said that, I should say that the program that they've planned for Atlanta is very diverse and very varied, and there really is something for everyone. For choral aficionados, there will be pieces that they know well, and there will be wonderful new pieces that they won't know. So,
It sounds really exciting. Well, this is the first time the choir's been to Atlanta. Can you tell us how that happened?
well, it happened because I heard they were coming, and I thought it would be great to have them here. I didn't know at the time that this will be their first appearance in Atlanta, which is remarkable to me because the choir has toured North America probably more than a dozen times since 1978 when they first toured. But somehow they've always missed Atlanta, which is remarkable simply because Atlanta is such a city that loves choral music. So it's also partly because I was actually the first North American to sing in the choir, so I have a personal interest in this group. But it's more the fact that I really wanted people here to see, one of the great choirs in the Anglican men and boys tradition, and to be able to just enjoy the sound that these boys make.
Dale, for those that really want to find out more about the choir and have a bit more personal contact with the choir, what are the opportunities when they're in Atlanta?
After the concert, there will be a reception, a private champagne reception, actually, for the patrons who have bought patron tickets. I really believe this will be worth the price of admission because it will be a wonderful event to mingle with the choir, but also the men of the choir, the Gentlemen of St. John's, have their own singing group called the Gentlemen of St. John's, oddly enough, and they will be singing 3 popular songs in close harmony. So whereas the concert will be the greatest breadth of the classical repertoire from the 16th century right through to living composers, they will get to hear some really popular music sung quite remarkably by anywhere from 6 to 10 part harmony.
That definitely sounds worth a bit of extra money.
Yes. So the tickets are available, by the way, from the Cathedral bookstore in advance.
Well, thank you so much for making that link for us. I think it's going to be a very special occasion. I personally can't wait to hear the choir sing.
Well, we look forward to having you with us, and we're so grateful to the British Consulate for partnering with us on this event.
Well, thank you. And just to remind everyone again, it's on Tuesday, April the 12th at 7:30 p.m. at St. Philip's Cathedral, Atlanta. Look forward to seeing everyone.